Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brandon, your trusted realtor, and I'm coming to you with another great episode. And of course, it's going to be chock full of information. I want to talk to you guys about this most recent viral video. At least I think it's gone viral because lots of people have talked about it. And it was sent to me by my sister. Shouts out to her. She's in Atlanta. So definitely, if you're in the Atlanta area, here's a snippet of what she does. Check her out because she's an amazing just beauty expert in the Atlanta area. But when she sent me the video, it got my juices spurring about conversations about appraisal. So what I ended up doing is going, like most of you, I ended up going to the interweb, and then I started specifically at YouTube to see what videos were out there about appraisals, what videos existed about discrimination in appraising and appraisal practices. And every video that I saw and that touched upon it talked about when you are actually in the transaction as a buyer or a seller. But none of those videos even talked about you individuals who are homeowners. So this is what this video is aimed at. This video is aimed at you individuals that are homeowners that have situations where you want to get a determination of the value of your property, but either you may be scared that it may come in low or you're not quite sure what that value is. One of the things that's important when determining the value of your property, or not even before you go there, some of the things to take into consideration when it comes to a valuation of your property is where the appraiser is from. The geographic location of the appraiser is super, super important. And some may say, well, why is that important? You can go online and look at market information and kind of see kind of the demographics. But au contraire, that's different, because I will give you a prime example. Less than 45 minutes, an hour away from this DC area is Baltimore. Baltimore is in a different market dynamics. And I think that's all I need to say. Not reflective one way or the other, but rather it underscores the fact that if you're in DC, less than 50 minutes away, the price points and the demographics change dramatically. And so it is important that that level of regionality exists within that appraiser. So that regionality means that they have to understand that region, even live in that region. The appraisers are governed by what are called USPAP, which is United Appraisal Practices Standards. And these guidelines specify that appraisers should have geographic specific knowledge and training. That not only means housing property prices, just what you see on paper, but demographic trends and understanding how the innate nature and fluctuations of the market are impacting buyer or seller demand. Another thing to do before you actually get an appraisal is to identify some comparables. A few ways of getting comparables would be either looking at and doing some homework yourself. That means looking at using online resources to identify homes that have sold, pending, or have a contract on them right now to see if they meet the same square footage and other specifications of your subject property. Or that also means leveraging the relationship that you have with a real estate agent. Now, this becomes a vital point. Real estate agents, and especially myself, if you have a really good agent, and I always advise people that there's a difference between your friend who is a realtor and a professional realtor. And as a professional realtor, one of the things that I engage in is an understanding of the market, those forces, and the dynamics. And I ensure that I provide resources to you so those are available. So that's recurring market analysis, whether that's monthly, quarterly, or annual reviews of those market forces. I provide and compact this information into videos, so hopefully that's digestible. And these are all indications of someone that is looking to provide to you value. Leveraging that type of relationship, right? So it's a relationship. It's not that one time where you feel like you want to get an appraisal and you're like, oh, let me call this person. It is actually your relationship, you contacting that person, either you sending referrals, doing business, etc. That is the nature of the relationship. Receiving email communications, commenting back, maintaining that relationship. So if you have that relationship with a real estate person, then leveraging the data that they send over to you as it relates to your property, they can specify even or refine that data to fit your property even more specifically. The next piece of advice I would recommend is clear, and we've already touched on it, is the comparative market analysis. The comparative market analysis is really going to give you a clear cut and dry sense of what your property is worth, and your real estate agent or your real estate professional that you partner with will be able to give you and feed you that information as it relates to your property. The next is to ask that real estate professional not only to provide a comparative market analysis, but to provide what they would list your property for. And understanding what a real estate agent will list your property for goes a long way of being an effective tool for you to go into that transaction or that appraisal with a baseline set of knowledge and information that is going to empower you. Also, take note of mischaracteristics or uncommon characteristics that your home has. For example, if your home has a larger lot and you have what's something that would be added value, you have a deck. You have a deck that other properties do not have, or you have an additional level in your home that provides additional square footage that's not counted in the overall square footage. Or if you have multiple fireplaces in the home, these are different types of things that are mischaracteristics or unique characteristics that your home, out of all of the homes or most of the homes in your community, may have, or these may be things that you added to the property that are going to add to or enhance the value. All of this information taken together is going to be really powerful to inform you before you even get into the appraisal and while you're in the appraisal to, one, make sure you can take accountable steps, or make sure the appraiser is accountable and that the appraiser understands that you are informed. So if you need to push back even in the discussion while that appraiser is performing that evaluation, that's something that can happen. So my name is Brandon. I'm your trusted realtor. Hopefully this has been helpful. This will be a multi-part series. I'll come back a little bit later and talk to you more about my review of other material related to appraising. So take care. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can stay tuned in and in tune to the latest and greatest realty here in the DMV and everywhere else. Take care and talk to you soon.